Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel here representing Team JVS. I've taken a break from playing The Last of Us. I'm still going through it. I'm probably like 6 or 7 hours in, or something like that. But I want to let you guys know I've watched the first 3 episodes of Doom Patrol. The first episode is named Fun Size Patrol. Second episode's name was Time Patrol, that's Tyme. And the third episode was named Pain Patrol. Now, this will be a spoiler-free dissection. You're going to get a more in-depth review from Lucas Moore. He's doing each one of these episodes individually and going to be reviewing those. So in tandem, you guys are going to be able to get those separately. But I'm going to let you guys know, if you were excited for Doom Patrol Season 2, if you love Doom Patrol Season 1, or if you've never heard of Doom Patrol ever, go watch Season 1 immediately. It was amazing. It's great. It's right now on DC Universe. It's on HBO Max. And on the 25th, the second season is going to be dropping on June the 25th. And it is so far as insane, as dramatic, and as hilarious as the first season. You got the very opening of it. You can see pretty much in the trailers that in the opening of it, they are fun size. They are very tiny. You don't know how or why they're in a situation, but you know that there are some unforeseen circumstances afoot. But the opening, just the opening of the pilot of the first episode of Season 2 sets the tone for the entire rest of the season so far. And I'm talking about the new character in Dorothy, or the 8 girl, who is Niles Coulter's daughter. You don't know what she's truly capable of. I don't even know what she's truly capable of, because she's got a few imaginary friends that are not just imaginary friends, and there's very much so a lot to her in terms of magic, destruction, and tragedy. And like, the actress that plays that role, she is doing an amazing job. Like, she's got the emotional tone down pat. The acting is great. I thought it was gonna be just so, like, I don't know, I thought it wasn't gonna be good. I didn't think that her character was gonna mean anything, but she very much so feels like a young little girl. She very much so is very empathetic as much as naive and sincere, but she's got so much tragedy. Amongst the rest of the group, the group in and of themselves are drastically damaged from the ramifications that happened at the end of last season, where you find out that everything that they have gone through, everything was tied to Niles Coulter's connection to everything. And I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say all of that, all those questions and worries and concerns get addressed off the rip from the first 3 episodes. Like, it is amazing. Like, I don't know any other way to put it. It's like, take Supernatural, take like the darkest parts of Buffy and Angel, and like just go full tilt with it. Far more funnier, way more darker, and just unfiltered. I mean, you got role of Cliff. Cliff in this season is very much so more volatile, just as funny, but even more broken than we saw him last season, just because of the surrounding parts of his realization of what happened to him. And I think that Brendan Fraser is vocalizing it perfectly. Like, he is nailing the part. Like, and I love him. I love his character so much, but then I look at him and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then you have other characters like Jane. Jane, honestly, I am more afraid of Jane than any other character because of her capability. You know what I'm saying? And in this one, like, she is pretty much broken. All the characters surrounding are pretty much broken from the point of where they were before. And you can say if it was Adam Tudyk's or Alan Tudyk's Mr. Nobody's process, but no, this was a lot to do more so with Niles than anybody. And it's just crazy because I'm sitting there pondering, like, where is this going? I will say that I love the character of Rita. Like, I've grown to love Rita. Like, I'm not even joking with you. Like, there's some interesting things that they're doing with Rita, bringing her more to the comic book form of her character, and even other different things that I was like, did not see that coming. I'm shipping that. And you guys know what I mean. I'm shipping it. I'm shipping. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any there. But each episode, you know how like you got like the villain of the week like on the CW shows, or like, you know, even like Angel like had like these kind of like random offshoot villains. The villains that they have in these shows, specifically the first few episodes that I'm seeing, are very serious, demented, and terrifying villains. Like specifically when you get to the third episode, you're gonna be like that's literally I don't care who you are. I don't care how much gore and horror you've seen. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna emotionally feel it, and the cast executes their reactions to a lot of the situations that are happening effectively. Cyborg, yo, shout out to my man Javon Wade. Like, he is killing the game as Cyborg. He's making this role his own. I'm really glad that Ray Fisher is gonna get his opportunity to get his just desserts from what his role was for Zack Snyder's Justice League that's coming out in 2021. So I'm very excited for him. But what Javon is doing is very fascinating because there's a lot of internal pain and escapism that he's dealing with. All the characters are kind of dealing with that, but he's dealing with it in a specific set way that I didn't think that they were going to take his character going with. And he also has a really interesting interaction with another character that is new to the series as well. I'm not sure where that's actually going, but I didn't expect it to go the route that it did. But I think that Javon, he's doing a great job acting it. Like, I don't like what his character is doing, and I don't agree with what his character is, how he's interacting and taking it. But I think that his acting and performance he's executing very well. Like, there's some questionable things that are really happening with all the characters. One of the biggest parts about this season that made me realize, I think probably around the second episode, I was like, you know, you got like the Justice League, you got like, you know, like they have their own darker versions of certain characters. You know, like you would sit there and question like, you know, X-Men versus, you know, the Avengers, like who's bad, like who's got these different like, you know, set like parameters of what's right and what's wrong. Every single one of the characters of the Doom Patrol, every single one of them could easily be a villain. Like, I mean it. Like, they could legit kill thousands of people. They could legit hurt, maim, and just destroy reality on different levels. And like, they right now are in a place where they need each other, but they can't stand being around each other because there's so much pain that's surrounding Niles. And I think that this is where I get very I get very worried and estranged from where this is gonna go this season, because Dorothy is at the epicenter of that, and she is in that same monopoly. And like with Dorothy, there's some things going on, man, that I'm just like, oh my gosh. Needless to say, the first 3 episodes were amazing. It's just as good as the first season, if not better. It is fleshed out quicker and better, and it is darker. I think it's darker than the first season. I thought the first season was dark, but this, it is going places. So definitely go and check out Doom Patrol. Come when it releases out, June the 25th. We're going to be covering it every single episode. Definitely go check out our Patreon if you want to get more in-depth, you know, reactional like conversations and commentary off each episode. And Lucas Moore will be going and doing reviews for each episode throughout the season. Maybe we'll go and combine certain episodes and kind of ping off each other. I'm not really sure, but I'll talk to you guys a bit later on. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button, keep it locked. JBS, we ain't gonna stop. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Peace, guys.